This is Mike Mozart of the Toy Channel and Jeepers Media on YouTube, bringing you the two most popular, most requested toys for girls this Christmas season 2010. Which will win? Will it be Zoobles? And they're up against Squinkies. The parents want to know which is the best one to buy for their kids. And I want to give you my unbiased opinion. I bought all these toys myself. The Zubals are by Spin Master, and the Squinkies are by Blip Toys. Neither one asked me to do this. Neither one sent me any free toys. I bought these myself, so no, the opinion's going to be good. But let me start with Squinkies to explain. If you have a daughter that's in elementary school, I'm sure you know what Squinkies are right now. They're very, very tiny little creatures. There's cats, there's puppies, there's little kids, there's ponies. And they're so small. Look at this. Think Polly Pocket, the way Polly Pockets were a long time ago. Very, very, very tiny little figures. And their popularity mostly is coming from the fact that kids put them on their pencils in school. So all the little girls bring these to school and put them on their pencils, use them as pencil toppers. They're so small they can fit on a US dime. That's tiny. That's the smallest piece of American coinage. They also can be worn on these bracelets. You can actually snap your little Squinkies on these bracelets. Look at this ring. Why couldn't they have had a Squinkie right there? It would have looked so much cuter in the package. Well, they also come with these play sets where you put your little Squinkies back in these little gumball capsules, and then you put them into this little gumball machine, and most of their play sets involve this little gumball machine environment. Insert your Squinkies coin, pennies or dimes too, turn the dial for a Squinkie surprise. So you load up that little machine and the little Squinkies come pouring out of it. There's other similar play sets to this too. I mean, they're very, very, very cute, but they're very, very, very tiny. But on the other hand are Zubals, made by the Spin Master Toy Company. And if you're familiar with Bakugan balls, they mostly work the same way. They have pop-open action. When they say spring to life, Zubals really do. Now, there's two types of Zubals. There are Patagonia Collection Zubals, which live on dry land, and there's Seagonia Zubals that live under the sea, and they have these playsets with undersea environments. That one's kelp. Now, what's interesting about how these function, now these are much larger than a USA quarter. There are magnets inside, which are fully protected and won't come loose. You put them on these special activators and they spring open. Look how cute these things are. Wait, here, I'll do the other one. This other one is a bird type one. Let me put her on here. A little owl character. These are so exceptionally detailed, and they have so many actions in each one. The eyes open and close. Look at the eyes open and close. There are little paws that actually move and are jointed. Many of them have little tails that actually move and work. The bird ones, or ones that definitely to me look like birds, have little feathers that pop out. Their eyes open and close. Their wings come out. And they're highly detailed with this very beautiful graphic design. All of them have these really beautiful graphics. And they have these little tiny adventure sets they sort of hang out in. Now, I'm going to push them over here. Now, if you were to buy Squinkies, you can get about 16 little Squinkies like this for the same price as two of these Zubals. Now, the big question is, should it be quantity or all this action? Now, I personally think this action is wonderful. I think, to me, there's an awful lot more play value in these and how cute they are. I love how their eyes open and close. I love how they have characters. And these play sets are absolutely packaged beautifully. Now, something else is that a lot of toys today are bought as collectibles. That means they're never going to be taken out of the package. And Zubals has a special collector's series, which are actually very cheaply priced for what they are. And they have fuzzy coating on them. They still have the pop-open action, but they're special edition ones with flocking. Their little houses are flocked, and they come with bonus sticker sets inside. Now, what I like about Zubals, too, is the Zubals are all marked. They actually have markings showing which Zubal number it is with a quality control number. If you look at the Squinkies, there are no quality control numbers. There's nothing on these at all. There's no company name, no copyright notice, no code number in case there's a recall, so they won't know which ones need to be recalled. And I think these are going to be knocked off heavily. I think there's going to be a lot of fakes of these at the flea markets very, very soon. I personally don't think Squinkies are going to be around that long. I think they'll be very popular right now, but I think a flood of import knockoffs could very easily kill this line, and it could happen very quickly. I mean, I think they're really cute. Something else I don't like is, yes, they're very, very, very squishy, but I think that makes them more of a choking hazard because I think they could get lodged in a child's throat a lot easier. I know they're age graded correctly. They say for ages over 3 years old, but a lot of 6, 7, 8-year-olds have a little sister or a little brother that's like 2 or 3. And these could be a severe choking hazard. Also, they're very, very rubbery. And I noticed that dogs, pets really like to chew on rubbery toys. And I can actually see that as kind of a choking hazard for pets too. And it doesn't help that they're pencil toppers that kids tend to gnaw on anyway. Look at the pens and pencils your kids bring back from school. I mean, if you buy them and you just take care of them and make sure little kids don't get a hold of them and your pets don't eat them. I mean, they're perfectly fine. They're really cute, but I don't think they're going to have the long-term collectability. There's no numbers, no identification on the characters themselves. I mean, once they're out of the package, you wouldn't know where they came from. And I think that's going to hurt them in the long run because I think a lot of knockoffs are going to come in fakes and no one's going to know the difference. Also, these little play sets don't really show how they're used on the package. Now, if you go over to the Zubals, they make these play sets very exciting. They have little cardboard cutouts showing the action of how they work. I mean, they actually show a living one right there in the playset. But they really describe how it works, and it looks like they're having fun in it. But these little Squinkies are hidden in their capsules, and you really can't enjoy what the playset's supposed to do. I mean, most companies now have like action playsets in open boxes so you can see them. And it's the same with this. They really should have put some Zubals onto that charm bracelet or onto that ring. I mean, Squinkies here. I'm sorry, it's hard for me because there's so many of them laying out here. But they're just so damn cute. I mean, in my opinion, get your daughter both if she wants both. They're both inexpensive toys. I mean, these are cute, but I think that in the long term, these are going to be a lot more fun, a lot more play value, the Zubals. Their designs are much, much prettier, and I think these are going to survive for a long time. And they're copyright Sega Spin Master. So, people love Sega products too. And look how beautiful these are. The detail is amazing. I love the living action. I love the spring to life action. I like how they're marked so you can find more information about them if you really want to collect Zubals. I mean, but that's just my opinion. You can put in the comments section and you can try to convince me that Squinkies are better than Zubals. Or if you think that Zubals are better, you can put that in the comments section too. But I have to say right now, in my own opinion, if I had a granddaughter right now, because unfortunately I only had sons, if I had a granddaughter, I'm sure I would buy her Zubals rather than Squinkies. I have a feeling these are going to be around a long, long time, sort of like Bakugan balls are. And I can only see these becoming more popular with time. And again, I think that in the long run, these are going to be sort of blown away by knockoffs. And I'm sure that in the next few weeks, these are going to be showing up at the flea markets as exact knockoffs that you can't tell the difference of. And which is a bad thing. Don't buy these type of things from flea markets. And be careful on eBay to make sure that they're not fakes. Because there's an awful lot of fakery going on and pirating going on right now. And you don't want to give your kid something that's pirated. So make sure you buy these from a legitimate retailer like Toys R Us or Target. Target has got a good stock. That's where I bought all these from. This has been Mike Mozart on the Toy Channel and Jeepers Media on YouTube. And give me your opinion. Which do you think is going to win the war and which do you like better? Zubals or Squinkies? Thanks again.